Hi there, I'm Drew Gurkowski. I'm the Digital and Community Manager with the FreeBSD Foundation, and I'm joined here by Kyle today. Kyle, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Kyle Taylor. I'm a software engineer. I work in precision agriculture at an outfit in Kansas City. And yeah, I'm just here to talk about FreeBSD
Awesome.
and how we're
Yeah,
using it.
yeah, and that's my first question. So how are you currently using FreeBSD?
We manage some machine learning pipelines for some of the workflows, some of our imagery processing and some of our data analytics. And yeah, I use FreeBSD and some of its Python ports and jails to sort of manage some of my containerized workflows for some of my data science work. And yeah,
Great. Yeah. So what do you like about using FreeBSD? Why were you kind of driven to use FreeBSD that much?
simplicity. So I've noticed this sort of like creep in. I come from FreeBSD from Linux previously, and Linux is great and has a lot of hardware that's supported and a lot of sort of batteries included, but at the same time, there's a lot of complexity associated with managing things like systemd and the Linux kernel itself. And I don't know, it's sort of like going from Linux to FreeBSD. Like it's really just configuration files and things just sort of work out of the box when I work with ports. So it was really easy to do that migration because the workflows that I work with, they're pretty simple. So I mean taking it up with FreeBSD was a pretty small lift.
Yeah, great. And so we initially were connected through you following along with the enterprise working group, and I wanted to ask you kind of what are you most excited to see come out of that, and kind of beyond that, what are you most excited to see in FreeBSD in the future?
I think that one of the things that got me most excited about the enterprise working group was hardware support. So, a lot of machine learning workflows that depend on, libraries like PyTorch and CUDA, so NVIDIA hardware, but also, OpenCL and ROCm on AMD's hardware. So I think what I'm most excited about is trying to get better hardware support for graphics cards and GPUs and trying to integrate that into the workflows that I manage in FreeBSD.
Great. And you also mentioned working with Miniconda and Anaconda, and kind of how you want to see those in FreeBSD. Can you talk a little bit more on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I said, like a lot of the workflows that we work with in data science, they're really Python based, and there's like there are sweeping dependencies associated with managing some of the packages that go into fitting models for inference and also making predictions. One of the things that we do in data science when we share models with each other is we pin the versions of the different libraries and dependencies that we use. So when we build, we'll have like a manifest, if you will, usually it's managed by Conda that has the different versions of the software that we use. And you can do the same kind of maintenance with Python packages that are available in FreeBSD's ports. But like communicating exactly what versions you're using with collaborators becomes really tricky. So one of the things that I'm really interested in is sort of expanding what some of the Python versioning support looks like, so that essentially taking some of the work that folks have been doing with CondaForge and Miniconda and Linux land and sort of bringing that over to FreeBSD. So seeing like Conda style version management brought into some of these workflows for machine learning.
Awesome. That's great. And thank you so much for joining me today and then doing this video with us.
Yeah, thanks, Drew.
Thanks.